This is my YouTube play button, but I've never seen it, and neither have you, because even though I've had it for 10 months now, it's boxed, unopened, gathering dust in my closet. Why I've never celebrated despite having 100,000 plus subscribers, why I won't be unboxing the award today, and why I feel so lost right now, well, the reasons to all these questions are connected. And by the end of this video, I'm going to do something to my award and it'll all make sense. On June 28th, 2012 at VidCon, YouTube unveiled the first Gold Creator Award for channels surpassing 1 million subscribers. Then at the following year at VidCon 2013, they announced the Silver Award for channels with more than 100,000 subscribers. YouTube also gives out the Diamond, Custom, and Red Diamond Awards, but these are so out of reach for the average creator that they might as well not exist. When one of my favorite pair of creators, Colin and Samir, hit their biggest milestone yet on October 3rd, 2022.
Man, this is a video I wanted to make for a very long time.
I felt nothing but joy and excitement for them. They'd worked so hard, come so close to quitting, and prevailed. So then why is my award still unopened? Why don't I feel that same emotion myself? Well, to understand that, we need to go to the very beginning. On January 5th, 2022, 9 months before Colin and Samir hit 1 million subscribers, I uploaded my very first video ever.
So it is January 2nd. Happy New Year.
I was awkward in front of the camera, I spoke really slowly, and I enunciated every single word like my life depended on it. But it was a start, and we all start somewhere. And then I posted every week, experimenting, learning how to edit, and trying to make every video 1% better. Because if you improve 1% each day for a year, you'll end up 37 times better, which is huge. But it wasn't always this easy. Improving and staying consistent is hard. For most of those early days, I felt like an imposter, and in many ways, I still feel that today, even stronger. I researched trends, I got inspired by other creators, and I tried to add my own unique perspective. And it worked. Slowly, I started to gain traction, and then a few of my videos went viral. Wherever you are in your journey, I'm proud of you. With just a laptop, internet, and lines of code, you can be a successful software engineer too. On September 10th, 2022, I reached the coveted milestone of 100,000 subscribers, a mere 7 months after posting my very first video. But it's been in the original packaging ever since. 100,000 is a ginormous number. Here's what 100 people look like, and 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000 people. That many people can fill a stadium, bigger than you've ever imagined. You see, virality is a double-edged sword. On one hand, you gain thousands of subscribers overnight, and you feel like a big deal, like you've made it. But all those people, they just want to watch more content like the video they subscribed for, which makes sense. That's why they clicked the button in the first place. So 85,000 of you who came from my most popular video, you're probably waiting for How I Learned to Code If I Could Start Over Part 2. But spoiler alert, this isn't that video. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Virality is great if you want to keep going in the direction of the video that went viral in the first place. But what if you don't know what you want to do, now or in the future? What if you wake up one day and a video you spent just a couple hours on suddenly takes off? Because that's what happened to me. And in my highly detailed YouTube plan, I never accounted for this scenario. I didn't expect it to happen. So now what do? Well, you bank on all the people who watch you for you, your community. It's why the biggest streamers and creators can kind of do whatever they want, because they have a loyal fan base, a following. And to be very honest, I don't feel like we have that community. And even if we do, it's definitely not 100,000 people strong. You see, my relationship with all of you is like a Venn diagram. There's all the things you want to see, and there's all the things I want to create. And the intersection right here, that's the dream. And for a long time now, I feel like I've been creating content here. And I'm trying to get closer and closer to the middle, while every so often also making videos that are here just for myself. I know this is probably confusing because I made so many videos on tech and no one forced me to. And the reason for that is that growing on YouTube is hard enough that you should probably just do what you know best. And I enjoy tech. It's been a majority of my life. I studied it in college, I did internships, and I was a full-time software engineer. But now I want to be creative. I want to be proud of the videos I upload. And I haven't been feeling either of these things lately. In my mind, there are 3 ways to judge success. You have vanity, money, and pride. Vanity represents numbers, views, subscribers, comments, likes, all of that. Money is, well, money, how much you're earning for the work you're doing, and can you make a living off of it? And pride, well, pride is what you feel inside. And so I think the silver play button, to me, represents this intersection right here, when you have both vanity and pride, which is kind of also like this intersection here. When you make content that makes you happy, but people also want to watch. And right now, I only really have fake vanity. And I say fake because so many of my views and subscribers come from just a few videos. So right now, I'm a 2-hit wonder, but we're going to change that. Now that you finally understand why I don't feel like I've earned this award, let's talk about what's next.
If you're thinking about building a YouTube channel, I would first think about what do you care about in your real life? What's your actual community? How do you want to serve them? And can video just help that along?
Step 1, what do I care about? I've always cared really deeply about helping others around me become the best versions of themselves. I'm hard on my brother and on my friends because I know how much potential they have. And all of you, my internet friends out there, I treat you the exact same way. You're capable of anything you put your mind to. But unlike some creators who have a very focused niche like gaming or finance or productivity, I'm not entirely sure what my thing is yet. I just know I enjoy inspiring and entertaining and delighting through stories about myself, about the lives of people around me, and the mundanities of life, the joy and beauty in the simple things. In many ways, I care more about telling a good story than what the story is actually about. And I feel the most creative when I'm pushing the bounds of my skill and playing with lighting and angles and music. When I'm outside interacting with people and being uncomfortable. I want to face my fears and anxieties head on, and this channel is my way of documenting that. But also, don't worry, my tech content isn't going anywhere. I still truly believe a few lines of code has the potential to impact the lives of 1 billion people and generate trillions of dollars, but I'm tired of regurgitating the same content again and again. And even when I do talk about tech, I want to push myself to be better. I want you to watch because you enjoy my stories. And of course, there'll be some value and you'll walk away having learned something, but I want that experience to be magical, like you don't even notice.
What does a subscriber really mean?
Step 2. What does my subscriber look like? This is still a work in progress, and I haven't entirely figured it out. But I do know at some point I want you to watch me because you like who I am, you trust what I'm saying, and my content is helping you be better. And tech is one avenue for that, but it's not the only one. Honestly, I'm just a 25-year-old dude who's lost, trying to figure it all out. Adulthood, moving to a new city, relationships, work ethic, and my purpose. And as I continue down my path, I'm going to make an ungodly amount of mistakes. And it's going to be super entertaining, and you'll see the ups and the downs until I make it. And I will make it. Being a creator can be excruciatingly lonely, and the only thing that keeps you going on the darkest days is an irrational amount of confidence in yourself.
The next iteration of all of this is, it won't be defined by somebody else.
Yeah.
Because if you wait for somebody else to define it and then you try to jump on it, you're too late.
Step 3, doing something different. I have a lot of plans, but I can't just shout them out because that kind of defeats the purpose.
The goal is to find your own voice and create your own path.
It's like Casey says, I just need to do them. So stay tuned.
Hitting 1 million subscribers was really hard. It took a lot of persistence. I think the reason we're here right now is because we didn't quit.
Step 4, persevering. As much as I have an insane amount of self-belief in myself, there are many days I want to give up, where I post a new video and it tanks and I feel defeated. But I try to remind myself this is a long-term play. I have to keep going, so I will. Because if I'm going to tell you that you can achieve anything you put your mind to, then I better
walk it like I talk it. Woo. Walk it like I talk it.
There was years that we were uploading, like we weren't seeing some crazy amount of viewership. We weren't seeing crazy subscriber growth.
And if Colin and Samir can persevere for 10 plus years, then I really have nothing to complain about because I'm just getting started.
We got lucky at times. People believed in us, whether it was brands or creators.
Step 5, get lucky. And I plan to get lucky, which is a weird thing to say because by definition, luck just happens, but I'm manifesting it. By increasing the surface area of opportunity, by just saying yes more often, and by continuously improving both the quality and the quantity of my uploads, I'm going to increase my chance of luck. Every video will be better than my last. I'm going to get closer to where I want to be, and then one day I'll get there. So Colin and Samir, thank you. You've taught me a lot, you've inspired me a ton, and you've given me so many tools that'll help me along the way.
And let me just say this, to every creator who's watching this, like if we could do it, you can do it too. Right now is the best time to be a creator.
And this is my plan to earn my silver plaque once and for all. So today, I'm going to record a little video of myself and then set it to publish on my channel exactly 1 year from now. We're just getting started. Hey, what's up, future Namanh? Today is August 1st, 2023, and I just finished filming a pretty sappy video about how I don't feel like I've earned the silver plaque yet. So by the time this video publishes, exactly 1 year from today, I'll be past that. If anyone knows Colin and Samir, send them this video. Colin and Samir, if you're watching, thank you. I'd love to thank you in person, so let's make it happen. And if I could unbox this award on set with both of you, that would honestly mean the world. So in this journey, you're still early. Welcome back.
Wise, I'm a G, you don't know me. I just tripled last month in this whole week. Double time 06.